So I've been using my new T-fal non-stick wok for about 2 weeks now, so I feel confident in discussing it with you. Now previously I had one of their regular non-stick pans, and actually I went through a couple of those because I'm kind of hard on my stuff, and after a certain amount of time they just get scratched up and kind of beaten up, especially with my temperature extremes. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make some ground beef while we're talking about this. I'll turn on the front burner here, and that's one of the small ones. It'll fit well on the bottom of the wok. And then we'll get it warmed up and I'll get some hamburger in there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the hamburger in here and it's not hot yet, but this is low-fat hamburger, so there's not going to be a lot going on here. But we just want to go ahead and brown that and season it a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is give it a rough chop. I'll be right back. Now the listings say that this is scratch resistant, and I'll be honest, I haven't really tested that. And I'll be honest, I probably won't. I have all of these scratch resistant utensils, including a bunch of bamboo, and I'm going to continue to use those. I feel good about the bamboo, so you should check some of those Cuisinart bamboos out there, really good. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a little bit of my homemade seasoning. So while that's going, I'm going to talk a little bit about this. This is a hard anodized aluminum. It says that it's titanium reinforced Pro Glide non-stick interior, which is a lot stronger than the regular Teflon style interiors. And again, 2 weeks in, I have had absolutely no problems, and everything has been just a dream to work with. The listing says that there's no PFOA, no lead, no cadmium, so it makes it completely safe for everything that you want to do and to keep your family safe. Now, if you do look, the handles are riveted on here, and I love these big rivets, and same thing for the back. And there is a hanging hook hole on the handle, so if you want to hang it by the handle, you could of course hang it up by one of these hooks or something. Something else I want to point out to you is it does not come with a lid, but these grill lids in the 12-inch side work great, or griddle lids. So you can just set them inside on here, and you don't want to, you know, it's metal to metal, so again, I don't want to scrape it around. The pan itself is a 14-inch pan. So if you wanted to go up to about 13.5 inches, you probably could. I probably wouldn't worry too much about that because I never cook up on the sides all the way. Most of the action's right in the very bottom. Now, one thing that I really like about this is that there's no hot spots, and especially with the small burner, and you might experience the same thing with a small gas, is that the heat will evenly spread up from the bottom and up the sides. And if you're familiar with the wok, as you get up here, you can still cook in the higher edges, but the temperatures are actually lower, which is cool. I like that, and it gives me a little bit of room so I can push things out and even do like fried eggs in the middle. Now, one thing that I have noticed so far is that this surface seems to be a lot tougher, and I'm going to go ahead and just do this a little bit. I wouldn't feel as comfortable with the previous Teflon type surface as I do with this anodized surface, and it just feels really good. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more cooking here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little flip here. And then I want you to look in the pan here and look how even that browning is. That was kind of a classic flip there, just in case you want to know. I got it on the first try. Smash it out a little bit more. And the same thing will continue to happen here. I'm going to add a little more seasoning. It smells like it needs it. All right, so I got a little bit more seasoning in there, and I got it smashed down pretty good, so it's chopped up well. I'm going to let this go ahead and cook. It'll probably be about 3-4 minutes. So next, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about cleanup. And I'm going to run some B-roll here, and this is the cleanup after the dinner. So it won't be, you know, the same beautiful picture that you're seeing here, but it cleans up super easy. And so far, what I do is I take a paper towel and I wipe out all of the junk out of there, and then I take it to the sink and put some mild dish soap. I normally use Lemon Joy, but I've also been known to use Dawn. It is dishwasher safe. So once it's all wiped out, you could just put it straight into the dishwasher and let the dishwasher do its thing. I usually have a full dishwasher, so I usually end up washing the pans by hand. But it is easy to go right in there and easy to wash up. Soft sponge, and that's what I go with every time. So after 2 weeks, I am super happy with my purchase, and I think if you buy it, you'll be really happy too. Let's check that out, see how it's doing. Coming right along. I don't want to steam it, so I'm going to take the lid off, and that'll be it for this video, and I'll finish cooking my dinner. So thanks for watching.